Dear friends, welcome to the session Continuous Random Variable Part 3. So those who don't see the Part 1 and 2, you can see that link in the description. You just go and see the Part 1 and 2 and come back here. Thank you. In Part 1, we introduce what is Continuous Random Variable and the properties, and we compare how it is different from Discrete Random Variable. And then we solved some simple problems as well as the application problem on Part 2. Now we are continuing some more problems on Part 3, guys. Okay, let's go into the session. So in our previous problems, you'll be given a question, either it is a continuous random variable or discrete. They'll keep on telling you to find something like this: x less than 5, or x lies between 0 to 3, etc, etc. Then sometimes we'll be having what? Some conditional probability, etc, etc, etc. Now this problem is little different. What we are going to do, so I'll directly go to the question. So a continuous random variable is given. F of x is 3x square, guys, lies between 0 to 1. So now what we have to do, we have to find probability of x greater than or equal to less than or equal to k is equal to probability of x greater than k, and then probability of x greater than or equal to greater than alpha is 0.05. So in the previous problem, what is happening, it will be given a probability, we have to find the solution. Here the solution is given to you. You see, the answer is 0.05, for which value of alpha probability of x greater than alpha will be 0.05. It is our job to find the value of alpha. Similarly, equality is given, for which value of k the equality holds. So this kind of problems can be asked in your examinations. So let us go and crack it. So we know the classical formula. What is it? Total probability is always 1. And also, before going to attack the problem 1, we remember, okay, a real line. Let us consider k is my real line. It lies between minus infinity to infinity. According to the problem, x greater than k means it covers the right hand side. When I say x less than k, it covers the left hand side. Now you understand what I'm going to do. So it covers the whole. So according to the result, total probability is 1. It is going to be, yeah, true. But from the given question, what we understand, this 1 and 2 are equal. So I'm going to replace x greater than k by less than or equal to k. It is not mandatory. You can do vice versa. So I'm just doing randomly. I'm just taking the first one. So from this, I'll be directly getting probability of x less than or equal to k is 1 by 2, because when I add twice, I'll be getting the 2. Now let us solve the problem. So since my limit is given, what is my limit is given? 0 to 1. So what I want to do here, my probability, initially it goes between minus infinity to k. F of x dx is equal to 0.5, you say, or 1 by 2, whatever it is. Since my limit is lying between 0 to 1, I can take the minimum value as what? 0. So 0 to k, 3x square is my given function in that limit. It's 1 by 2. The integration is very, very simple, guys. So you'll be having 3x cube by 3, 0 to k, I'll be getting 1 by 2. So k cube is equal to 1 by 2. Finally, we get k is equal to 1 by 2 power 1 by 3. Problem over. It's done. So it's simple. We have to attack the problem in a careful way. Now once the first part is over, second part is very, very simple, guys. The same thing what you're going to do here. You see, what is the second part given to us? Yeah, you remember, probability of x greater than alpha 0.05. So greater than means alpha comes at the lower limit. It goes up to infinity. F of x dx is equal to 0.05. So we know that the maximum limit, because Rx lies between 0 to 1, I'm going for what? Alpha to 1 maximum. 3x square dx is equal to 0.05, guys. So integration, I don't want to waste time. We'll be getting the same. So it get cancelled. X cube. So my limit is going to be 1 and alpha 0.05. So 1 minus alpha cube is equal to 0.05. 1 minus 0.05 is equal to alpha cube. So alpha is equal to 0.95 all power on by 3. Problem over. So they can ask these kind of questions also in your problem. In addition with the usual probability, they can ask like this. Okay. So this problem is over. Next, let's go into a different problem. I'm going to give a function f of x, k, x square, e power minus x. Oh my god, we have two functions. Okay, x greater than 0. So now, as usual, what you have to find? K, mean and variance. Okay, I'll go a little fast because I have to manage a lot of problems. Okay, let's go into the problem, guys. So for this, we are going to use Bernoulli's formula. Do you remember the Bernoulli's formula, classical Bernoulli's formula, which you studied in semester 3? What it is? UV, 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 etc. So in some books, they follow UV, DV. I follow UDV. So it's simple. Leave the first term as it is. Dash V1, double dash V2, triple dash V3, etc. So first term is positive, negative, positive, negative. We can remember the odd numbers will get negative sign and the even numbers will get the positive sign, just like that. So now when you go for the integration, we should be careful. We should always take the diminishing function as u, because when you differentiate, it will diminish after certain steps. Yeah, all the basics you know, you already studied in semester 3. Okay, so let us run into the problem directly. Okay, guys. So what we know that total probability is 1, the classical result. So I'm going to use this to find the value of k. Okay. So now since my limit is greater than 0, I'm considering 0 to infinity, kx square e power minus x dx is equal to 1. So I'll take k outside. Now let us apply Bernoulli's formula. Okay. So what is Bernoulli's formula? As I said, okay, for your understanding, I'm writing again. So integral u dv is equal to uv minus u. Yeah. So u dash v1, double dash v2, triple dash v3, etc. So now according to our problem, u is x square, u dash is 2x, double dash is 2, and triple dash is going to diminish. So my dv is going to be e power minus x dx. So v is going to be minus e power minus x. v1 is plus e power minus x. v2 is minus e power minus x. It goes on, but I don't need it, because you see, if your question as a diminishing function x square, it will have 3 terms. Just for your understanding, you know all these things very better in semester 3. Yeah, it's done. 4 terms, etc. Now I have to what? I have to use the formula like this: uv, u dash v1, double dash v2. After this u triple dash, every term is going to become 0. So I don't want to mention, it is obvious. So now let's go and finish the business. It's going to be 1. So x square e power minus x minus 2 times, okay, I'll put the bracket here, minus 2x e power minus x minus 2 e power minus x. Yeah. So we know the very basic result, what it is. E power minus infinity is 0, since what? E power plus infinity is infinity. And e power 0 is 1. So now I have a deep look on it. So the first two terms, all the three terms, upper limit is going to be 0. In this first two terms, the lower limit is going to be 0 when you apply 0, since my limit is between 0 to infinity. So these two terms will get diminished. So now the third term minus 2k I'll take outside. So when I apply e power minus infinity, e power 0 is equal to 1, which gives my k value is 1 by 2. Success. Done. So now we found k value. What next we have to do? We have to find the mean and variance, guys. Okay, let's go and crack the mean and variance. Okay, good. So we need the formula for mean and variance. From the previous video, we know what is mean. Mean is simply e of x. It's going to be minus infinity to infinity x into the function f of x dx. So next, to find the variance, we need the other information, that is e of x square. Okay, that's capital X. Okay, so x square into f of x dx. So now you see, you don't want to waste the time to find e of x square. You don't want to apply Bernoulli's every time. You can directly write. And my variance is going to be classical e of x square, e of x whole square formula. That's it, guys. So now if I found those two, my mean and variance gets over. Also we found the value of k is 1 by 2. Okay, let us go and crack the problem. Okay, guys. So my first job is to find e of x. Okay, so since the limit is greater than 0, it's going to be infinity x into f of x. I'm directly writing x square e power minus x and dx. So it's going to be 0 to infinity k x cube e power minus x dx, guys. So just now you see, I'll just go run here and I'll see my table. What is my table? So v is going to be minus, so only the alternate terms will get plus minus etc. Now u, I'm going to change it as u x cube. That's it. So it's waste of time to do again. It's not mandatory. If you want, you can do. Somebody weak students can do it, but yeah, the others can directly crack the problem. So as I said, x cube will have 4 terms. Okay, because in the 5th term it diminish. Okay, let's go. So my k value, you know the k value well. What's your k value, guys? It's 1 by 2. Okay, so let's write 1 by 1. So x cube is u, and we know v from the previous data what it is, minus e power minus x. So minus x cube differentiation 3x square, it's going to be plus, then plus 6x, it's going to be minus e power minus x, then again we'll be having minus 6 plus e power minus x. So we'll be having 4 terms. As usual, the limits are 0 to infinity. So what will happen? The first 3 terms automatically get 0, and we will be having what? Only the third term, sorry, the 4th term. So my mean is going to be 1 by 2 here, and minus 6 e power minus infinity to e power 0. Oh, it's going to be simply 6. This minus 0 minus 1 will become 1. So my final solution, my mean is going to be 3. That's nothing but my A of x, guys. So now in the similar way, what you have to do? We have to find the x square. Let's go. Let's crack the problem. Hope you understand. Let's move. Yeah, in the same way, I'm going to crack the variance. So for to find the variance, I need x square. As usual, I'm directly writing. So x square into k into x square e power minus x dx. So k is 1 by 2. Okay, I'll write the problem directly. Okay, so we'll be having k 0 to infinity x power 4 e power minus x dx. So I'm writing direct x power 4 minus e power minus x. Next term is 4x cube e power minus x. Next term is 12x square minus e power minus x. The next term is 24x is going to be minus e power minus x. Then the next term is 24, yeah, minus e power minus x. As usual, guys, what I said, we are going to have what? All the terms are going to get 0 because e power minus infinity is 0, as well as when you apply the lower limit, it is going to become 0 here too. Okay, so let us write one by one. So this part is 0 and this part is 0 and this part is 0 again. So finally we are going to have 1 by 2 minus 24. When you apply the limit, what you get? You'll be getting e power minus infinity, e power 0. So 24 by 2, it's going to be 12. Great job. So now what we do? From this we are going to conclude the mean and variance. So the mean E of x is going to be 3 and the variance of x is going to be E of x square minus E of x the whole square. So that's going to be 12 minus 3 whole square. So 12 minus 3, 9. So 3 square is 9. 12 minus 9 will be getting, yeah, the same 3, guys. So for this problem, we found k is 1 by 2. Mean is going to be 3 as well as the variance of x, that's also 3. Hope you understand the problem. So you may expect these kind of problems also for your semester, guys. It's one of the repeated university common problems. Okay, let's go into the next title or next problem. Before going, we will have one more problem. So since from the beginning of continuous random variable, we always found the solution for a single function. It need not be a single function. Random variable can be split into different intervals. Okay, so let us see a problem like that. Let us consider my f of x is going to be simply x and then 2 minus x and then 0 when x greater than 0. Yeah, that's the question. So it has the 3 different interval, guys. So my job is to find, as usual, the mean and variance. So this video is covering some problems on mean and variance, sorry. Okay, guys, let's go. So what I have to do now, I have to find e of x and then v of x. So in this problem, since the limits as different data, 0 to 1 it is different, 1 to 2 it is different. Okay, so we use again the classical probability formula, that is total probability is 1. Okay, we are going to use, okay, let's go. So first we have to find E of x minus infinity to infinity x into f of x dx. But now my values start from 0 and end at 2. So all the remaining values less than 0 is going to be 0, greater than 2 is going to be 0. So I don't want to bother about it. So I'll start from 0 to 1. In the 0 to 1, my f of x is x dx. And 1 to 2, when I go, it's going to be 2 minus x dx. So if I found the integration successfully, then my problem gets over, guys. So it's going to be 0 to 1 x squared dx, and 1 to 2 2x minus x squared dx. That's it, guys. So I think integration is not going to be a big deal for this kind of simple problems. We can crack directly. So I'm going to write the solution. So it's going to be x cubed by 3, 0 to 1, 2x squared by 2 minus x cubed by 3, 1 to 2. I said many times, guys, you can use your calculator. Don't want to waste the time. Do the simplification. Since it is allowed, you just substitute and you can find the upper limit, lower limit, and you can find the values. Yeah, you know already how to do the calculator shortcuts. Done. Okay, so it will be 1. Similar way, now we are going to calculate E of x square. So what is going to be change here? So I think I'll modify the same problem because it is very clear for you if I modify here. So next one, I want to find E of x squared. So the same thing here, you'll be having x square, you'll be having x square. Is it clear? So this will become, yeah, a small change. X cube dx. Now the same thing, you'll be having 2x square x cube dx. So I'll be having a small change in the integration. So now we'll have x power 4 by 4, 2x cube by 3, x power 4 by 4, guys. So the limits are same. Now, yeah, this will change. You have to find the solution as usual using your scientific calculator. Nothing wrong in it. You know all the shortcuts. So the answer will be 7 by 6. Done, guys. So now already we found mean. My mean is going to be E of x, that is 1. My variance is going to be E of x square minus E of x whole square. So now it's very simple. Yes. So my V of x is going to be x square is 7 by 6. X is 1. So my answer is 1 by 6. That's it, guys. So in this session we saw two different problems. One is finding mean and variance. The other one is the solution is given, how to find the value. Okay. So hope you understand. Please just go through it again. I think it's very clear. You can easily crack the problem. Share the videos to your friends so that everyone can get benefited. Thank you, guys. We'll meet in the next video. And in the next video, we are going to discuss about the CDF and the other problems related to continuous random variable. See you guys. Bye-bye.